to the king himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Super Gogeta. Alright, what's up guys? Coming back at you with another video today. And I'm going to be going into the Tech Goku and Vegeta Angel that fuses into the Tech Super Gogeta. So their EZA also got announced as well, along with the Super Janemba. So I'm really excited to see these guys getting their revival because they needed it. They held up pretty well like in the earlier stages of the Red Zone, but now it's just like they can't, without an EZA, they're not even like within the discussion. But it's good to see that they got their EZA, so now we can see them rise to the top again. So let's get into their details. Shout out to Minato again for the translations. So the time limit or connected hope, key +3, HP attack and defense plus 180%. So they went up from a I wonder what they were at before. I think they were just a straight 170 lead and they just went up to a 180, which is nice. And then they're 12 keys, so they're stacking it. They stack attack now. And they greatly raise defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to enemy. At 18 key, they greatly raise attack. So they're stacking attack on their 18 key and on their 12 key. Greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Wow, okay, so they're just raising attack. That's nice. Key +2 and attack and defense plus 200%. Attack and defense plus 50% when performing a super attack. So this is 250 so far. Reduces damage received by 40%. So they're getting a huge 250% stat buff with 40% damage reduction. That looks pretty good to me so far. Then he changes a random type of key sphere to rainbow key sphere. So he's a rainbow orb changer too, which is exactly what we need. Key +2 per rainbow key sphere obtained. Not only is he rainbow orb changing, but he's getting key +2 per rainbow key sphere obtained. These are the kits we like to see. You know, like him being a rainbow orb changer, already makes sense. And then him getting key +2 per rainbow key sphere, it works in tangent with what he's working with already. Launches an additional attack which has a great chance to become a super attack. And then another attack plus 50% and launches an additional super attack with a rainbow key sphere obtained. So he's automatically going to be double supering just off rip, you know. It's a guaranteed with a rainbow key sphere. And you just have to get 1 and it's a guaranteed. So he's already going to be stacking his attack pretty well. Let's see. And then another attack and defense plus 50% and reduces damage received by 20% for 1 turn from the character's first appearance or when HP is 70% or below at the start of the turn. So overall, this is like a 350% stat or multiplicative buff. And then on top of that, they're getting 60% damage reduction for their first turn on their first appearance. Okay, the base form looks pretty good. I like it. Now, to the king himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Super Gogeta. So he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage. And his 18 key he greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns, causes mega colossal damage to enemy and greatly lowers attack and defense. Okay. Recovers 30% HP once only. Key +5 and attack and defense plus 250%. Attack and defense plus 77% when performing a super attack. He guaranteed crits. This guy's gonna be guaranteed critting every super attack. Man, he's broken. Reduces damage received by 40%. And changes a random type of key sphere to rainbow key spheres. So that's good. He's still rainbow orb changing. Key +3 per rainbow key sphere obtained. Attack plus 77%. Launches an additional super attack. and guards all attacks with a rainbow key sphere obtained. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? He guaranteed supers. He's guarding all attacks with it's just one rainbow key sphere obtained. All you have to get is one, and he's doing all that. This guy's crazy. He's crazy already. He's crazy. I haven't even finished his passive yet, and he's crazy. Reduces damage received by 40% until attacking and foresees enemies super attack for 5 turns from this character's first appearance. Only thing about that is that, you know, of course you can see where the super attack is going, but if you can't dodge, it doesn't matter. Like for most units, you're basically just foreseeing your death. Which, I mean, in the end, it doesn't really matter. Like for those fights that cancels dodge, unless you have nullifications, like most of these characters, you're just loading up to die for the most part. And then when an enemy is hit by the character's ultra super attack, nullifies unarmed super attacks directed at the character from that enemy for the duration of that turn. So, if I'm not mistaken, this sounds like it's a guaranteed nullification for unarmed super attacks. So for that, this is good for that Goku and Frieza fight when it inevitably comes to the global version. They have an unarmed super attack, so that's just gonna bounce right off Vegeta or Gogeta. High chance of evading enemy attacks temporarily when receiving a super attack. So yeah, I mean, with these guys, you're pretty much just gonna want dodge and additional, basically. Because I mean, you're already getting the chance to double super, and you know you proc that hidden potential super. That's you're stacking even more on top of that in base form. But then when you transform to Super Gogeta, you're pretty much critting. So you have guaranteed crit. So there's no need for him to be. No, there's no need for you guys to like put crit into his build. He just guaranteed does it every attack. I mean, but dude, both these EZAs are just freaking broken. I mean, I don't believe we're getting any harder fights. I mean, once Global gets all the fights that JP has up until now, we're probably not getting any other harder fights until like the 10th anniversary. So I mean, we're just gonna be just dominating anything and everything in the game at this point. When they're releasing characters like these, crazy man, crazy. Yeah, I mean, that looks like that's about it for their translations. Pretty short and sweet. I like both of them. You know, these gonna be good for the they're gonna be good for the Super Saiyan team that's led by the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks that just came out, and then Janemba is gonna be good with the uncontrollable power team. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for this video. These guys are super busted, and a reminder, they're coming out October 1st. So just be ready for that. The two goats are coming out October 1st. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. That's pretty much it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.